Yo, what up? This is NA from Brooklyn. We're in Manhattan right now at the Hundreds, New York. Well, as far as me, I grew up skateboarding. I used to skate for Supreme and, a bunch of little skateboard companies around New York and shit. Started from there, just, being around skateboarding. People always looking for skateboard talent, and then, started going to auditions and getting like modeling gigs and, music video gigs. And then eventually I got an agent, and then he started getting me gigs. And then, I just grew up in the whole business like that, like being in the downtown Manhattan scene and shit, like going to all the parties, all the cool parties, or, hanging out all the cool spots, skating, hanging out with all the cool girls. It started like just skating on the block with the little homies, like reject skateboards, and then we kind of like started getting excited about it, started seeing other kids skateboarding. We heard about the contest that was going on in our neighborhood. We started going to that. Then we started upgrading our boards, professional skateboards, and then it started like, yo, we got to go to Manhattan, the Brooklyn Banks one day. They be having big contests out there, so we got to figure out our way to get out here to Manhattan. And we were young at the time, like 12, 13 years old, coming into Manhattan and shit. That's another thing that caught eyes of like, people that were like outcasting and shit. They were like, damn, these kids are like 12, 13, 14 years old and they independent coming into Manhattan without their parents, like just like little dirt bags. We were basically little dirt bags back then, like little rascals and shit. Well, as far as streetwear goes, now we have a bunch more brands that, kids and days have options. You got like the Hundreds, you got Supreme, you got Crooks and Castles, you got my brand, Deadline. And it makes it easier for kids to get out there and get stuff that is like cool that nobody really has, as opposed to like going to the mall and buying stuff that everybody else is buying. Deadline, we started in '07 when I was living out in LA, working for Supreme out there, and then some dude came up to me with a business proposal. We agreed on some shit. We started the brand. Right now, the angle we going in is trying to stay away from like all the shit for the kids that are like growing up with, with their family and at home, and I'm trying to make shit more for the street kids and shit, like the kids that are out in the streets hustling, and I'm trying to make some hood related type shit as opposed to putting like little cartoons and shit like that on my t-shirts and my my garments and shit. Yeah, we got t-shirts. I'll show you. I'm wearing one on right now. We got this shit that we did. This is from that movie Strap. So, I get most of my shit from like hood-inspired movies or hip-hop albums or like, street shit I heard growing up, quotes I heard growing up, and then we take that and we just flip it and bounce it, and then we hit niggas with what we, hit niggas with it. I mean, you can go to the web store, www.deadlineltd.com, and we got, you go to the web store, you go to the store locator, and we got a list of stores on there that'll tell you who carries our stuff. We got, accounts in Japan, all over the country. We got the list on the website. You go there and just check it out. Yo, what up? This is NA from the Hundreds and Deadline, and you're watching Blowhiphoptv.com.